Hello and welcome back to that episode of Fetch with Ruff Ruffman where they stay in the haunted house. Are you watching with the lights on? If you've ever spent 2 hours trying to find a movie with Boo and you could have just picked a movie and watched it with that time, don't worry, I'm here for you because I'm here to give you 4 romantic movie recommendations that won't really come to mind when you think of romantic movies. Also, this video is in partnership with the Glass Studio, so once this video is over, you can go over there and watch the second part. My first recommendation for you is Passengers. This intense sci-fi drama asks an absolutely terrifying question. What if the only 2 people alive were you and Chris Pratt? This movie has a really grabbing story with a lot of dramatic irony that keeps you on the edge of your seat the entire time. And while this is an extremely intense movie, the love story between the 2 main characters is really sweet. So if you're into sci-fi, thriller, romance, this one is for you, but I recommend it with a grain of salt because there is a scene to skip, so viewer discretion advised. You heard it here, folks. My next recommendation is Groundhog Day, and while this movie does have a few sad parts, it really is a funny movie about a tender relationship. Bill Murray is peak Bill Murray in this movie, and I think if nothing else, watch this movie for him and the aesthetic. I feel like 90s movies like this just have a look to them that we can't replicate, and I love that. My next recommendation might be a little more niche, but I recommend Weathering with You. This anime love story legitimately has some of the most genuine characters I've seen in a movie, and my favorite part of this story is that it follows through on what it threatens to do. I absolutely hate it when movies try their best to have high stakes, so they threaten for something terrible to happen based on a character's actions, but then pull an Uno reverse card at the last second and everything's okay. This movie definitely does not do that. Weathering with You has some amazing visuals, a banger soundtrack, a good balance of funny and heartfelt moments, and probably the best English dub of an anime I've seen. Oh, you watched the dubbed version? That's so cringe. Don't assume I know how to read. My last recommendation for the day is none other than the greatest movie ever made. My favorite, and hopefully yours, Ratatouille. If you followed us for long enough, you know that I absolutely love Ratatouille. So much so that I even made a song about it.
Then Colette falls for me. Oh, this could be bad, but plot twist hits. Gusto is my dad. Ha!
There is romance in this movie. Linguini and Colette hardcore fall for each other. But also, again, I'll say this movie just has an aesthetic. The late night in Paris, city of love feel is just so good. The animation of amazing looking food, the iconic soundtrack, and the love story of Linguini and Colette tie this all together to be a romance movie. Ratatouille is my love language. I would cut off my leg for Remy the Rat. I don't know what situation I would ever have to do that, but I would. That's all the recommendations I have for this video, but I have 4 more over on the Glass Studio, so make sure you watch that. Subscribe here, subscribe over there. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!